What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh. What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
We'll try not to like too much talk over each other, but again, we are girls and we are
Agree to disagree.
And I was like, okay,
Moving on.
well, the makeup bottle. Not little. Looks like a cracked out T-bird, some grease.
Yeah, I can
You
see
know,
that.
she's got that black hair.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chick Chat here on The Mesh. Thank you for joining us today. It is a beautiful sunny day here in the Pacific Northwest, but I'm talking with Jeanette. Hey girl, how you are in North Carolina? How's it going?
I'm going good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. What's the weather like? Is it a pretty day?
No.
Is it cold?
It's cold and overcast. It's been a rainy week, so.
Well, we have swapped roles.
And I'm nasally because of a cold and sinus and allergies. So yes.
Hello, springtime. Yuck. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you took some time to be here with me today.
Yeah.
So, I before we do these shows, I typically go in and kind of scour the internet to see if there's things that have just popped up. You know, in the entertainment world and news, things can happen like really quick overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wake up to brand new news or whatever it may be. But, I did that for the past couple of days and nothing was really sticking. And usually during our off time, if there's a bit of news that comes out that I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to talk about this, I make like a note on my phone or something and I'll touch on it or whatnot. But I don't really have that because things have been kind of boring. Things have been kind of stale. I feel like some of the same stuff is getting talked about over and over. You know, Kim and Pete and Elon Musk had a baby this morning, like a second one. Yes, girl, Grimes had they had a second baby by surrogate. And
I didn't even know they were still together.
Well, I was going to say the same thing, which shows how much I really don't care. But yeah, apparently they're not together. No, I don't know if they're together or not, but they had a second baby. It's a little girl via surrogate. So, I mean, there's some bit of news this morning, I guess, if we really wanted to have to talk about something. But
we don't have to.
No, I don't think we have to talk about Elon Musk anymore. But, okay. I wanted to discuss something because I have recently, this is going to be difficult for me to talk about, but I have recently joined TikTok, not as a dancer or performer, as I'm sure, you assumed I would be, but it's not. It is purely for entertainment and scrolling purposes / spy on my daughter. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Do you have TikTok, or do your daughter? I know your son doesn't, but does your daughter?
I think both me and my daughter are TikTok warriors. We're not actual participants. So
Same.
Yeah.
So you are familiar with the scrolling and watching and seeing what's out there, but not posting anything yourself.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Zero post.
That is exactly what I do. Yes, I have 0 post, 0 followers, but I follow people. So for those of you who are not familiar with this out there, TikTok, it's generally just weird videos that people put up and you can scroll through and watch them. And of course, like everything else on the internet, it kind of curates your likes, your dislikes, things that you spend more time on watching, things you scroll right past, and it kind of puts your feed based on who you are. Like clearly my 14-year-old daughter's feed is way different than my feed. I'm watching recipe tutorials and cleaning hacks and organization skills and funny
Same.
comedians. Right,
Yeah.
right. But my daughter's watching, just makeup tutorials and dances and somebody's high school video dumps and things like that. Like it's just they're totally different. But nonetheless, I can always see if she posts anything and I can, I have access to her account, all that jazz. But really, it's just more of an entertainment time suck. And I held off for a long time because I didn't think I wanted to get involved with that. But now I will admit that I'm pretty stuck on it. So for those of you that don't use TikTok, some things that we just mentioned, some things I encourage you to get on there and look. You can get on TikTok and you do not have to post. You don't even have to give yourself like a screen name. It can give you a bunch of numbers as your user number 1655 or whatever. But nobody knows if you watch their video or not. They just see a number of people that have viewed it, but they don't see the person's name, which is nice. You can like a video, you can comment on a video, you can share a video, or you can just scroll and not let anybody else know what you're doing. What benefit have you found from TikTok at all, if anything, or what are your favorite types of videos to watch?
I have found no benefit except just a time waste and pure entertainment. My favorite part of TikTok is reading the comments. There are some funny people in the comments. I enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Most of the time, sometimes they're mean. Most of the times they're lighthearted, just making a joke or trying to be funny. And sometimes they are downright hilarious. But I don't know. I tend to just follow the For You page. I do follow people, just celebrities or people I know. Or if I happen to up across something and I'm like, oh, their content seems fun, I'll start following them. But for the most part, I stick to that For You side of it and I just see what happens. And randomly, sometimes I'll end up on the strangest feeds, like whether it's talking about aliens and belief in giants and aliens and unsolved mysteries or for a while, it was on like Samoan TikTok. It was very fun. They were doing this dance, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it." I just randomly come across these things, and I'm like, "Oh," and those algorithms. Your TikTok remembers like whose comments did you read and who did you spend the most time on. There are some that I will just watch like 3 to 5 times, if not more, back to back because they are that funny.
Totally.
But I enjoy the For You because it's almost like, what am I going to get today? So I never know.
You never know. I know. It's perfect. Okay. Yes. So now TikTok has become something that is definitely my time suck. It's definitely my funny things that I show my family, like the little videos I come across. I'm like, oh, it's so funny. And my husband does not have TikTok, so anytime I try to share a video with him, he can't get to it because if you share the video with somebody, it takes them to TikTok. Whatever. But I wanted to share a couple of things today with everyone out there, with you especially, Jeanette, because I have a few favorite followers, or people that I follow that are worth mentioning. And some of the things like I get a lot of mother stuff, right? Like we talked about, like it's catered to us, right? So I get a lot of things about moms, a lot of things about this. I went on a really deep hole one day, like you talked about Samoan TikTok. You were on there for a while, but I got stuck in this like drunk driving. I've lost my children from a drunk driving accident, like hole at one point. Like, I don't know. And I've worked really, really hard to get out of it. It was a lot of these, it was like parents or moms that were doing sort of, again, it's very important, right? They're doing sort of educational or trying to speak out against drunk driving because there has been a loved one that they have lost or whatnot. But for some reason, I guess I watched one of them too long, or I don't like videos on there because I don't really want to be traced on like what I'm following, I guess. But I I don't know. It was really dark. It was a really dark time, but I worked really hard to do some searches on like comedy and like kitchen hacks and whatnot, so that I got out of that. But some fun things that are out there that I just thought we'd share with the gang here and let everybody, in case they get on TikTok, they want to go search. And I'll give some shout outs to these people online. Even we'll tag them in the show comments and whatnot. But some of them I think you might want to check out. Okay. And all of these I try to, none of them are politics or crap like that and all this stuff. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I follow the 5 dinners in 1 hour page. That's it's amazing what I can learn of these recipes. There's lots of air fryer hacks. There's lots of marinades and different things. So I follow a lot of kitchen stuff, the feel good foodie. So there's this girl, Ari _MJX. I don't know anything about her, but I came across hers because she put out a nationwide call for like an audition call for a fake boyfriend to come to her family's wedding recently. And I got sucked in, so I started following her so that I would get to see what happens next. Basically, she's recently divorced. Her family's very judgy about this, is very judgy about her in general. She's a single mom. She puts out this call, tells people that, she doesn't care. She gets to be as picky as she wants. So she kind of laid out these descriptions of the things that she wanted from this guy. She got all this interest online and ended up having a dude fly out from Connecticut. I think Connecticut or Delaware. I think it's Connecticut, who came to Texas for the weekend, stayed the weekend. They had one day to kind of get to know each other and put on their pretend lifestyle. They went to the wedding the next day, had a great time, posted videos from it and things like that. And then he went home like a day later. And she's like, yeah, he's cool. We're going to stay friends, but that's like it.
That's terrifying.
And I was sitting here thinking like, please don't let this be your last video. Please
No, right. Tell everybody what his name is, his flight number. You've got to do some background. It reminds me, it's that movie with, was it not Julia Roberts, but here we go again. That one guy.
that one guy with that one time. No, it was
Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing, yes.
Where she hired the guy to be
wedding
her
date or something like that. Yeah. It's exactly what it was like.
But that was his job. It's not just some random dude flying out there.
Yeah, that guy was a prostitute, but whatever. This guy, she actually tagged him in the videos once she selected him. So therefore, it's like, of course, his follow count went up because I know I clicked on his name and went and looked at him because I was like, who is this joker, right? But yeah, and then she would be in the car, like they were driving somewhere and they had to stop to get gas, and he got out and was pumping the gas for her in her car. So she's in the car, like crunched down with her camera going, okay, he's outside, he's pumping gas for me. That's a really good sign, but he seems really nice so far, So I got sucked into that.
This is a Dateline story waiting to happen.
I know, but it's fine.
So none of her family has TikTok. Nobody at the wedding had TikTok.
And I wondered that. There's a lot of those videos on TikTok where people are saying things like, "Oh, if you're my mother-in-law, don't watch this," or, "Hey, I want to talk about my husband and blah blah blah." And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, but surely you understand they can see this, like
right.
Clearly, So I don't know. Maybe she kept talking about her judgy aunts or something. So maybe her aunts aren't on TikTok. I don't know. But it was very interesting. It was only a few posts. It was a really quick weekend, but they apparently had a good time. And afterwards, she said she had all these people like writing her, being like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. You should totally be together." And she's like, No, it's good. Like we're friends, and like I'm recently divorced. I'm not ready to get in a relationship. I just need somebody to go to this wedding with me that like I could kind of rub it in my family's face.
Terrifying.
So whatever, I guess so. I mean, I'll be damned if I do it, but
Never.
yes. Let's see. Here's another one. So there is a lady who is a cruise director. Okay, she they stopped cruising though during pandemic stuff because clearly everybody stopped cruising. But she has a career of a cruise director. Her call sign, what do you call it? It's not call sign, it's like your at name or
I don't.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no, but call sign sounds pretty cool.
It does. It sounds makes you feel official.
Top Gun or something, right?
Isn't that like the
Anyway.
CB stuff?
Yes. So I'm going to call it their call sign. It's not what that is, but I'm going to call it. Moose, our producer, just chimed in and said it's their handle, but that sounds lame. I'm going to call it their
that
call
doesn't.
sign.
Yeah, that sounds like something you just
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm going to call it call sign. So her call sign is Dutch World _ American Girl. Okay. It's a lady who is on a cruise ship right now for 50 days, I believe, with her husband, who is the ship's first engineer, or he's an engineer of sorts on the ship. And so he's part of the like high up people. And she is cruising alongside of him as the WOB, wife on board. I'm learning so much.
Okay.
But she has the experience of being a cruise director from previous life, right? And since her line is not cruising right now, I guess, then she is cruising with her husband. They live in the Netherlands normally, but she's from like Iowa or Idaho or something. And so anyway, she's very animated. She's very bubbly. But she takes you on these behind the scenes of the cruise ship and like walks around, shows you what she's doing, shows you what she's eating, drinking, where they go when they're at port and whatnot. And anyway, it's just very interesting because that's one of those lifestyle things that I'm like, I'm never going to experience being on a cruise ship for 50 days. Like, as far as I know, like I have no reason to right now. But anyway, Christine is her real name. Dutch World _ American Girl. Okay, here's one that you might enjoy. Maybe not, but it's funny. Spencer Pratt. Remember him? Well, I mean, of course you do.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
Spencer.
So Spencer and Heidi from The Hills, right? Spencer is now doing these TikTok videos that are little short video clips where he stands in front of his TV and replays an episode of The Hills. And he narrates what was actually happening or what was like fake about it or what the producers told them to do. Or like one of them I watched, he was on Audrina was on the phone and the little label at the bottom of the screen said on the phone was Spencer. And he's like, no, this was a conversation I was having with Heidi, and they took my audio and put it with Audrina's and like chopped it up and all this stuff. So anyway, he's doing these little behind the scene things, and he's calling it the spills because he's spilling dirt, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Clever
I know. I
Spencer.
think somebody suggested that name for him. But anyway, so he is on there and he's doing these, again, little clips behind the scenes. Pretty interesting. I don't know.
That one I might check
it
out.
is funny to like see some of it because some of the stuff he'll say, no, seriously, watch this edit. Like if you wouldn't have caught this during the show, but watch this. And then here's what really happened. And then you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, like clearly that makes sense. So Spencer from The Hills. I follow several comedians just because the comedians, they show their clips from like on stage, which is always funny. But then they'll do things from their own house, and they're just naturally funny people. So it's a very positive thing to watch and follow along with. Now, not comedian. This is a account. Her call name is Just Cass. Okay, JUSTTKASS. And her name is Cass. Get it? But she comes from a family of 19 children.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of them adopted. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them adopted. So she's like number 4 in line, I think. And her family I was watching her one day, and my daughter came down and was like, "Oh my gosh, that's from the Nixons or Nelsons or something like that." And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And apparently it's some YouTube channel that my kid watches. I think it's the Nelsons, Not Enough Nelsons or something. Anyway,
I have no idea.
I don't either, but I learned so much. Okay, so this girl has made a living. Her whole family, all 19, 22, whatever of them, are YouTubers. And she'll show their house. I mean, because she does videos, dances and stuff outside of their house, which is a castle. Like, it's a massive castle. I believe they're in Utah, but it is gigantic. Okay, this huge brick castle type thing. And then she shows like rooms in their house, and then them hanging out and doing dances, and she dances with different siblings and whatnot. She's married, building her own house with her husband, but she does these things. Anyway, stuff like that fascinates me because the mom looks, of course, like 30, maybe. I don't know. She's not, but she looks it. So Cass Parker, I follow her. And then I've gotten really big into recently Broadway swing actors. Okay. These are the people that are sort of the background or ensemble of Broadway performers. And this one girl, Amber Adelino or Ardolino, I think is how you say it. She is one of the ensemble cast members of Hamilton. But she just recently got a new job as Funny Girl, that play, and she's going to be on there.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's like she takes you backstage. They do their stage makeup. She dances with the performers. She's interviewing them. She does these funny skits with them and stuff, and talks about like basically being an ensemble cast member on a legit Broadway show. Again, fascinating to me, whatnot. And then one of the last ones, there's so many that I could go over, but there is one that's, I have no idea why I watch these over and over and over again, but it's a company, okay, which is different. It's a company's TikTok page, and they've become famous for their staff. They do these like little question and answer games. So whoever's holding the camera, I don't know that we've ever seen him. He goes around to the staff. They're in their offices and like factory. It's like a manufacturing group. They make bat mugs, which I don't really know what that is. It's a mug, I guess, made out of baseball bats or something. I don't know. But the company is called Lumberland, Lend, Lumberland. And they, it's these like big group of guys, one girl in there, and they go around asking questions like, here's a picture of 2 famous people. Can you tell they have the same first name? What's the first name? And it's funny because there's some younger guys that know it, and then there's some older guys that have no clue about current pop stuff. Or there's, let's play the game, Are They American? And they show you like a famous person, and you have to decide if they were American born or not. True or false games. Oh, they show words on the screen, say, how do you pronounce it? And they just go around from employee to employee while they're like in the middle of their workday asking these questions. So again, that's what's sort of unique about TikTok is this is a company that again makes bat mugs. I don't know what that is, but they have become TikTok famous, not for bat mugs, for their in-house games. So of course it makes you curious. You know, you're going to go to their company page. So guess that there's that business from it. And then the last one is Sammy Jeffcoat. Not sure if you know who this is, but she's become pretty TikTok famous. She is in England, I think right outside of London. She's a brand or line owner. She owns like her own fashion line or something. She's beautiful. She's fully tattooed, like all over. And she does these things where she says, "It's Monday, let's get dressed." And then she claps and then she goes and you watch her like pick out an outfit, which is something that these are clothes that I will never wear. They are absolutely not anything I could pull off nor my style, but I am glued to her. My kids want to see every day what Sammy's wearing. And she is known for wearing harnesses. Not like, I know you give me that look like I just said some like dirty, sexy thing or something. It's not. It's just like she just wears a harness with her outfits. And every day I'm like, God, maybe I should buy a harness. But I mean, I'm not. But it looks like,
Please don't.
I know. But every day it looks like maybe I should. I don't know. Anyway.
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm visioning this right. Where is it, like around her waist?
So it goes around her waist and then like suspenders, sort of.
Oh,
So like
okay.
suspenders would fit you, like one on each side, and then like around your waist, but it's got like a belt loops on it everywhere so you can tighten it and make it longer or shorter. And then the back has like a circle ring, you know, with like a coming down to the waistband or whatnot. It's hard to describe, but you gotta look up Sammy Jeffcoat. And she wears these harnesses and they're freaking fantastic. And I can't for the life of me wear one.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I said, I question it like at least 3 times a week. Like, should I find a harness online or something? And, you know,
Just get one. Just get one.
telling you, I don't know. I would never tell anybody if I did. I'll tell you that right now. I would never share it on here. That's for sure. I saw your face.
Well, I was envisioning something completely different when you said it. I was like,
I know. It sounds like it's like going to have a leash and a collar or something.
Right.
It doesn't. No spikes or anything. And she wears chains, stuff. Anyway,
she sounds very cool.
she's super cool. Like, and there's so many people online that try to emulate her. Like they'll say like, I'm trying to be like Sammy today, you know? And so they'll lean into the camera and go, "It's Tuesday. Let's get dressed." And then at the very end, she stands in front of a tall mirror and says, "Done," and shows her picture like for a split second of what the whole outfit looks like. But that's
So
her
it's
thing.
not something we could wear to the PTA meetings or to school functions.
You know, maybe in London,
Really?
she's got a kid. I mean, there's some days that she's like, "Oh, I'm going to wear tights with shorts on top and like a cardigan," you know, but none of them match. But
See,
they-
I would,
but they look so
I would
cool.
be subconscious. She probably doesn't care, and it probably looks fantastic on her. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm wearing plaid and stripes." So,
It's so funny. And then, the biggest part is after she's picked her outfit, she shows you 2 purses. And then she decides which purse. Like she holds them up like, is it this one or this one? And then
well, she doesn't just have an everyday purse.
this is where we're different. It is that I don't have that many purses, right?
Right. I have a purse that has all my receipts in it, and that goes everywhere with me with my wallet.
Nor do I want to swap all the crap that's in my purse.
Because then you have to check to see if the receipts are needed.
Every day.
If they're CVS receipts, they're a mile long.
Every
Got to
day.
see if the coupons are expired. I mean, it's a process.
I know, but she does it, and you're just like, oh, yes, you know. And she's got a lot of like high-end pieces, Chanel, Louis Vuitton,
Oh.
things like that. But
I'm going to need the Target knockoff brand for those.
well, okay, first of all, I don't own those types of brands, but she does rewear things a lot in different ways. So if you've got like one Louis Vuitton sweater or something, right? Like she'll show you all these different ways that she's worn it. Like you can look through all of her stuff and you're like, oh yeah, I've seen her wear this, but obviously not with that outfit, right? This podcast is sponsored by Jackson Creative, a custom communication agency located in downtown Hickory, North Carolina, specializing in online content creation. To learn more, visit thejacksoncreative.com. Jackson Creative, we tell your story.
Yeah.
So she is wearing things differently, which is important, right? But a lot of those people I was talking about that emulate her that are trying to do these videos, and they'll talk about, and they've gone and bought harnesses. They've bought harnesses because they want to try them out. And I mean, I've not seen anybody yet really pull it off like Sammy, but they usually will say things like, okay, I don't have Sammy's Chanel closet, but
Yeah.
here's what I found at Target that was pretty close to it,
Yeah.
And she wears a lot of like old t-shirts, like band t-shirts or something, but she does.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. But like, she does this thing where she puts on a jumper, as she calls it, which is just a sweater. And she wears a bralette under it. And she takes the jumper and she tucks it up into the bralette to make it a crop top.
What?
And I don't know. And now I see all these people on TikTok doing their videos and they're tucking their shirts into the bralette so that it makes it a crop top. And
See, and she's probably she's wearing these band t-shirts, but she's probably actually gone to the concert and gotten them. Not like gotten them at some random store that you found it at.
not like at Spencer's or Hot Topic
Right.
or something.
They
She's
have
like,
those things at like American Eagle now. You can get them at Target.
She's like, this is my favorite Nirvana t-shirt, and
I
it's
got
like,
it at their concert.
right.
back in
When I was
1990.
14, I sold them in Seattle or whatever. And it's like, it's got holes in it and stuff. And she's like, it's so
Oh, yeah.
now, I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get it.
I want to see how her kid dresses. That's what I want to see. I bet that's cool too.
It's a little boy and he's adorable. She'll post pictures on like
I imagine him in like paperboy hats and
right. He's
cool
adorable.
little. Yeah, I bet.
A lot of these people have Instagram pages and stuff as well. So you could follow them if you're not on TikTok. You could go find them on Instagram and maybe Facebook or something. Probably not. But those are just a few of the people that I follow on TikTok that have helped me curate some of the things that I see and the recipes that I get and different stuff like that. Now, for the meaty topic of today, there is a comedian out there. I don't know if you've heard of him. Our producer, Moose, he's big into comedy and follows a lot of comedians and stuff on different things. I don't know if he's heard of him. This guy's name is Eric D'Alessandro.
It doesn't sound familiar. Yeah.
No, he's just I don't know, he's kind of loud comedian. That's what his title says. He says he's on tour now too. So I guess he is like out there doing things. But Eric D'Alessandro, he came across my For You section. Like I wasn't following him initially. But he was suggested to me, obviously. And, there's not really a lot of clips of him on stage or anything. It's a lot of him in his house just talking about things. Well, he had a video the other day that I thought I would play for you and for everyone listening on here that really just made perfect sense to me. Now, I will side note this and say that I played this for my husband who did not see the humor in it. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, okay, so my husband is a very big history buff, right? Loves history. Our producer, Moose, is a big history buff, loves history. I passed history in school, but I don't always just do it for fun, I guess. I don't know.
I like historical things, but I'm probably not as much of a buff as I'm not super detailed and know everything about history, but it's interesting to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love a random fact,
Right,
from history or
yes.
something. That's awesome. So this guy is just on his couch and he's talking about how he just watched Jeopardy. Okay. I'm going to play this clip for you and for everyone listening, and then we're going to put it to the test. All right. No introduction. I'm just going to let you hear it. Okay. Hold on.
We were just watching Jeopardy, and I was thinking, why do we think these people are smart? It's trivial knowledge. They're just remembering useless information like you and I remember useless information. Knowing the members of the executive branch is just as useful as knowing the members of NSYNC. Neither will help you in life at all. But society labels one form of knowledge as valuable and the other form worthless. Why are these people considered smart for remembering a pharaoh's mom's name, but I'm not smart for remembering Kramer's mom's name? Aren't we both just recalling nonsense? Oh, you know the definition of a barrier reef? Well, do you know the name of Zach's duck that got oil spilt all over her? You remember Lamar Odom's mistress? Oh, you're an airhead and a gossiper. But you remember King Henry's mistress? You're a history buff. What the fuck are you going to do with any of this information? It's all meaningless. It's completely subjective. I know guys who can barely read, but can tell you every stat of every football player for the last 20 years. Isn't that the exact same thing? They're just retaining useless information. Why is remembering the British Army's defensive linemen more respected? It's all garbage. Zach's duck's name was Becky, by the way. We were just...
Okay. So I found this video very appropriate for Chick Chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I played that video so many times because I could not agree more. The thing that hit hard with me was that you can know Lamar Odom's mistress's name, and if you do, you're a gossip and a catty person. But if you know King Henry's mistress, then you're a history buff. Okay. How do you think you would do in pop culture Jeopardy if that was the case?
Oh, pretty good.
Right?
I do pretty well.
Okay. I do too. And what do you believe about what he was saying? I know it's subjective, whatever. Like, it's silly. What do you think of his point? Are we gossipy because we know pop culture stuff versus the people on Jeopardy who are just retaining useless knowledge?
Right. I've never thought of it that way, but it's almost like the difference in being book smart and being street smart, right?
100%.
So you study and you can retain this information. I mean, there's obviously things that I know from studying from books. So there's some Jeopardy questions that I could answer, but yeah, like half of those, I'm like, I have no idea, like, about English literature or authors. Those just are not things that, I know who wrote some books, but I'm not like I'm not going to know every book ever written and every play ever written by Shakespeare. I'm just not.
Mm-hmm.
I can recall some things. I consider myself pretty smart. I know a lot of useless facts.
Right.
I mean, and I even say I am the queen of useless information. Like, if you want to know something useless, just ask me. I'll tell you. But
see, TikTok is your place.
it is my place. But yeah, I never thought about that. It really is just retaining information, and it's about the information you retain or that interest you. Like these people on Jeopardy, I just think they are interested in all the things.
Mm-hmm.
They're interested in learning everything that they possibly can about, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I think, yes, he's not wrong in that society holds one to a higher esteem than they hold another. Right. Like, my husband can probably tell you he won every Super Bowl the last 56 years, but he's not going to get on Jeopardy and be like, oh, here are all the presidents in order. Right. Like, and neither am I. I'm not going to get on there
middle
and be
names and stuff. Right.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to tell you all 50 states in alphabetical order. Like, I know the 50 states, but I don't know them in alphabetical order.
It's going to take me a little bit, though, because I'm
Right.
going to
Like,
inevitably forget one of the Dakotas or something like that. Right.
right. Yeah.
Well,
but no, I don't think he's wrong.
I know. I just thought it made me think, right? Like, wait, I know a lot of useless knowledge, especially about entertainment stuff. Doesn't make me, dumb or silly, right? but I'm never going to succeed at Jeopardy on this. However, I think we will succeed on Chick Chat because I have
yeah.
come across a very good trivia game that we're going to breeze through here because some of them are, of course, answers. Everybody knows them. And some of them are going to prove just how smart we really are. Okay? So I'm going to shoot off some questions. This quiz does not show you the answer without clicking on it. So I don't see the answers right in front of me. So we're going to try and like answer them in a quick fashion, but also just to, before I click the show me the answer button. Okay, here we go. What was the name of Ross Geller's pet monkey on Friends?
Oh, it was Marcel?
Marcel.
Marcel?
Yes.
Marcel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Click and correct. What is Lady Gaga's real name?
Stephanie, not Andrade, Stephanie something.
Germanata.
It's an Italian name. Germanata.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it was Italian
Look
or
at
something.
you. I did not, I knew that obviously Lady Gaga is not her real name. And I would have not gotten that correct. How many grandchildren does Kris Jenner have?
Oh my gosh. So there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9,
11.
8, 11.
Yes. Mason, Penelope, Rain, North, Saint, Chicago, Psalm, Dream, True, Stormy, and Wolf.
I miscounted. Yeah. I knew they all had children except for Kendall, but
Yes. That's a lot of them and a lot of strange names.
yeah.
Which member of the Spice Girls abruptly left in 1998?
Ginger.
Correct. Which two Bachelorette...
I knew that went too fast.
Ginger! Which two Bachelorette leading ladies went on to win back-to-back seasons of Dancing with the Stars?
So there was the one that just won the most recent one, Catherine Bristow.
Caitlin.
No, that's Caitlin Bristow.
Yep.
And the one that I didn't want to be on there. Her name's not Holly, is it? Hannah?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Hannah Brown.
Hannah.
Yep.
Hannah Brown, yeah.
So, and fun side note, in 2 weeks, my daughters and I are going to see Dancing with the Stars live at the
Woohoo!
casino here in Washington. Yeah.
Look at y'all.
I know.
Fun times.
My kids love watching that show, usually because they know somebody on it. Like they knew JoJo Siwa, they knew the ice skater, different things like that. But the cool thing apparently about this tour is that you don't know who's going to be there. Some of the stars will be there, but Caitlin Bristow is actually coming on as sort of the host of the tour, if you will.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'll have to report back and let you know who I see that's famous.
Please do.
Yes. All right. What former Nickelodeon star is also the longest running member of Saturday Night Live?
Kenan Thompson.
Correct. Who is the godmother of Miley Cyrus?
Dolly Parton.
Yes. Who was originally cast as the voice of Shrek before Mike Myers was given the role?
Oh, I don't know that I know this one.
I do not either, so I have clicked on the answer, and just to give you a hint, it is another Saturday Night Live alum who has passed away. He lives
not
down
Gene
by
Wa-
the river in a van.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Oh, Chris Farley.
Oh, Chris Farley. Okay. Oh, really? I mean, to be honest, I didn't realize Shrek came out before he died.
Me neither. I didn't realize this. Another fact to add to our list there for fun fact to share.
But I will know it in the future and I will retain that information.
Wait till somebody asks you for a party trick.
I'll know it just as fast as I knew Ginger Spice.
Chris Farley. What everyday item did Romy and Michelle claim to have invented?
Post-it notes.
Yes.
Again, embarrassed that I know that right off the bat.
I love it. All right. John Legend met his wife, Chrissy Teigen, while filming what music video?
Oh, I don't know this one.
I didn't either. Because obviously All of Me or whatever is about her. So it wouldn't have been when
Right.
he
It wouldn't have
met
been
her.
wasn't that one.
The video is called Stereo. I don't
know that I even know that song. Yeah.
Nope. But clearly it worked out for them. Way to go. What movie has the best-selling soundtrack of all time?
The Bodyguard.
Hell yeah, Jeanette. How'd you know that?
I have no idea. I just thought of the song "I Will Always Love You" is probably one of the most.
It is. That's amazing. What song was used as the intro theme to MTV's Laguna Beach? Laguna Beach.
Words unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. No, I don't know. Oh, California. We got more
that's
bounce.
OC.
No, okay, that's OC. Okay.
No, you're right. It's called Come Clean.
Is it called Come Clean? Okay, I know
Yes.
that it's like the rest is still unwritten.
Yes.
Yeah.
But did you know that was Hillary Duff?
No.
I didn't either. That's her singing that.
Okay.
Rest is still I don't know.
Is that's not that
No,
song?
that's the
That can't be that
Hills.
song. That's the
That's
Hills.
the Hills.
No.
We're talking
Okay.
about Let
Laguna
the
Beach is.
rain fall down.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That's
You're
Hillary
right.
Duff.
That's Hillary Duff. Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Which Southern Charm star has their own line of decorative pillows?
God, Craig.
Craig Conover. Yes. Which superstar infamously had a wardrobe malfunction during Super Bowl?
Janet Jackson.
Correct. Betty White is best known for playing Rose on The Golden Girls, but she originally auditioned to play a different character. Which one did she audition for?
Sophia?
Nope.
Blanche?
Yes. Didn't know that. What one-hit wonder released the 97 song Barbie Girl?
Aqua something?
Just Aqua.
Aqua? Okay. I know. I don't know why I know that.
I knew that one too before I clicked on it. I was like, oh no, why do I know this?
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm even more embarrassed about that one than anything else.
She's like, Aqua. No. Who is Justin Bieber's famous father-in-law?
Stephen Baldwin.
Correct. It's Stephen. And a lot of people would jump at the quick to say any of the
Oh, no. It's a false lead. It's a false lead. That's Uncle Alec.
That's right. You got to think about it first, but you don't need to think. You're Jeanette.
I know the Baldwin brothers. Come on.
Baldwin. Stephen.
I even know
All right.
Daniel.
Exactly. Which actress used the word entanglement to describe straying from her husband, Will Smith?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yes. Damn it. What's the name of... Gosh, please spit this out as fast as you possibly can. What is the name of the critically panned film that starred Kelly Clarkson and Justin Guarini?
When Justin met Kelly.
Oh my God, we would kill it on Jeopardy.
We were getting all the money.
Oh my gosh.
I bet he did all in Final Jeopardy.
We're so rich right now. All right. This one hits close to my heart because have a little bit of a crush. What professional BMX rider has been the host of MTV's Challenge since 2005?
Oh, I know his name. I know his face.
I know his
It's not
face. I'd like it on a pillow so I could sleep with
I
it.
can't think of his name. It's not
TJ Lavin.
TJ Lavin, yes.
Oh, TJ.
I know his
Lavin.
face if I see him anywhere.
I love TJ. When he laughs, he sticks his tongue out just a little bit, and it's adorable.
Okay, I haven't noticed that.
Oh, as you should. You should, though. You should. Okay. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jason Segel, Busy Phillips, Linda Cardellini, and John Francis Daley got their start on what short-lived cult teen drama?
Freaks and Geeks.
Damn right. Which Jersey Shore star served 8 months in prison for tax evasion?
Mike the Situation.
Yes. What's the name of the family dog on Full House?
Oh, I don't know.
Comet.
Comet. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
right.
hearing
Yes.
that now.
Comet. Which fictional newspaper does Carrie Bradshaw write a column for in Sex and the City?
I don't know.
I didn't know this one either, and it throws you off because it says fictional. Therefore, you have to remember something that's actually not true fact.
I really just thought it was the New Yorker.
Well, it's the New York Star.
Oh, okay.
I never knew that.
I didn't either.
What was Kim Jong's work before breaking into the entertainment industry as an actor and
He
comedian?
was a doctor
Damn.
and a Duke University graduate.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
He's a doctor?
Yeah.
I knew nothing of this.
Like a medical doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, and now he's on like The Masked Singer?
He said it pays better. Less stress.
Really?
Yeah.
Good gracious. Okay. God, I learned something. This is huge. What is Britney Spears' biggest hit song of her career?
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Side note, Britney has announced that she wants to have babies in Polynesia. That's what she said.
I have no comment. I don't know what that means. Okay.
She just announced that the other day on her page. She wanted to have babies in, quote, Polynesia.
Okay. What? All right.
Oh, I think she's confusing her Chick-fil-A sauces.
Is that a place or is that?
What is the name of the diner that served as a popular hangout in 90210 Beverly Hills?
Oh, what's his name?
The name of the diner.
The Peach Pit. The Peach Pit.
Peach Pit, yes. How many Harry Potter films have been made?
I don't know. 6.
Close, 8.
Okay. Again, we've discussed this. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie
I
or read the
know,
books.
I know. I'm heading to Harry Potter World over spring break, by the way.
Oh, fun.
Going to Universal Hollywood and Disney and going to see, Harry Potter World. I'm going to have some butterbeer.
All right.
All right. Baywatch bombshell Pamela Anderson was once married to what 80s heavy rocker?
Tommy Lee.
Damn right. Have you watched Tommy and Pamela yet?
Not yet.
It's a train wreck. Just
geez.
telling you. I love Sebastian Stan, who plays like the Winter Soldier and all the Marvel stuff. I really do enjoy him, but and I love some 80s like rock stuff, and I've mentioned before my tiny obsession with Nikki Sixx. But Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee, like, it's uncomfortable. He walks around in a thong, like bikini bottom brief for men, way too much in it. It's weird.
He can't do that. He's a superhero.
The Winter Soldier has turned into a freak in this movie. Before finding fame, Kim Kardashian worked as an assistant for which socialite?
Paris Hilton.
Yes. How many total members have been in the group Destiny's Child?
Total, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yes. I don't know where you pulled that out of, but yes. In which film did Jessica Simpson make her professional acting debut?
It was the one with Dak Shepard. It was they worked in a. Was it that the one? No, it was the
that
one.
was second.
No, it was the one with the other comedian. I don't know. It's not Supermarket. It's what is it?
That was her second one.
Okay. I don't know the name of the first one.
First one is Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard. Yes. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, well, easily done. I did not think that was her first one. So, anyway, that was a trick one. Which Real Housewives star received the highest paying salary amongst all of the Housewife franchises?
Oh.
This one surprised me. I just looked at the answer because I had no idea.
Is it Nene Leakes?
Yes, damn you. Look at that.
She just
God.
seems like she'd be the one to ask for it.
I guess so. Which actor turned down a whopping $110 million offer from NBC to film a 10th season of his popular sitcom?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes. How many languages can C3PO speak in Star Wars?
Oh my gosh.
I bet you won't get
17.
there. 6 million.
I was going to say all of them, but
That's pretty close, right?
yeah.
Which pop star made headlines for unsuccessfully trying to join a NASA trip to space?
Lance Bass.
Yes. What is the name of the 2020 Netflix documentary that features Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin?
Tiger King.
Yes. What is the longest running game show on network television?
Jeopardy.
No.
Wheel of Fortune.
No.
Oh.
Daytime television when you're sick.
Oh, Price is Right.
Yes. What 90s sitcom originally started with the alternative name Good Morning Miss Bliss?
Good morning, Miss Bliss. I don't. It's
They actually had the first season of the show was called something because Haley Mills played Miss Bliss, the teacher. And then the second season, they realized that sucked, so they brought in new cast and got rid of Haley Mills.
Is it the Bayside Gang?
Yes, Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
Yes, in fact, my kids just started watching old Saved by the Bell, like the original stuff, and I told them to skip season 1. Which
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that one doesn't count, and they don't even have the same kids there later. So, what actress lied to producers about her age in order to get cast on that 70s show?
Mila Kunis.
Yes. All right. Which group wrote and recorded so many successful songs in 1978 that their sales accounted for 2% of the entire music industry? 78 group.
The Monkees. Partridge
No.
Family.
No.
Jacksons.
The Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes.
I actually like the
I
Bee
know.
Gees, too.
What song off of Christina Aguilera's Stripped album did she record in only one take?
Beautiful.
Yes. Hot damn, you were amazing. What boy band was assembled on the first installment of the reality show Making the Band?
O-Town.
Yes. I love O-Town. All right. Let's see. Where's this? What rapper turned actor stars in Law and Order SVU?
Ice Cube.
No.
No, Ice-T. Ice-T.
Ice-T. He does the
Ice-T.
cold water challenge now.
Yeah. Ice-T. I missed up my ices. It's Ice-T.
In the 2010 film The Social Network chronicles the creation of what social media platform?
Facebook.
Yes. What was the first release movie to take place in Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Spider-Man.
Iron Man.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
What year does Marty McFly try to return to him Back to the Future?
1987.
85. So close.
85.
What A-list actor co-founded multi-million-dollar tequila brand Casamigos?
George Clooney.
Yes. How many times has Mariah Carey been married?
1, 2.
Yes. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Eric Singer, Tommy Thayer, all members of what rock band?
Kiss.
Yes. Who holds the record for the most appearances on the cover of Rolling Stone?
Oh.
Think back to your previous answers. You were getting there.
Michael Jackson?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Yes.
Okay.
What actress was known as the Doritos Girl after famous commercials in 98 and 99?
Is it Larder?
Landry.
Landry. I was going to say Landry. Yeah. Allie Landry.
So funny. So funny. I hadn't even thought of that in a while, but I could tell you that answer.
Married to Mario Lopez for several days.
Which one made her more famous? All right. And what is the name of Billie Eilish's brother?
Is it Xavier?
No.
No. It's something like that.
Phineas.
Phineas.
The actual more talented sibling, Phineas.
The one who writes all the songs. Yeah.
Correct. And should receive more credit than he does. And what was Demi Lovato's first television appearance?
Sunny with a Chance.
As the Bell Rings, which I don't even know what that is.
Actually, wasn't Demi Lovato on Barney with Selena Gomez?
Maybe we found a glitch in the survey.
We found a glitch. We need to tell them it was Barney. It was Barney.
We're gonna need to.
I need to go to the judges on that one.
Absolutely. And what software company did Neo work for in The Matrix?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either. I've never seen The Matrix. Do you know
Me
that?
either. I've never seen it either.
Meta-Cortex is what it's called.
Never would have gotten that.
Nope, probably not. What phrase does Dua Lipa have tattooed on her left hand?
I have no idea.
Patience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say live, laugh, love.
Well, God, I hope not. That would be so not rocker cool of her, right? Okay. That's all I got for you. That was
fun.
our quick hit. We would dominate Jeopardy, entertainment, pop culture Jeopardy, 100%.
Yeah, take that, book scholars. Do you know that Ginger Spice left abruptly?
Absolutely. Gosh, I'm
Ginger
so impressed with you. I'm so impressed with you. I love it.
Makes you see me in a whole new light.
And I think I'm going to share this to Eric D'Alessandro and let him know, we are here for you. We support you in this whole pop culture education.
That's right.
Because we should be doctorates in pop culture, clearly.
We should.
Yes,
someone should listen to this and just be like, they're the geniuses.
That's right. So thank you.
Who else just pulls Aqua out of thin air?
Who knows Aqua? We do, people. We know Aqua.
We do.
Barbie girl. Come on. All right, guys. We are going to wrap it up now. That's our TikTok recap and recommendation show. I hope you've had fun and that maybe you were screaming at your phone or your car if you knew some of these answers. That was super fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy TikTok, enjoy our podcast, and maybe go and check out some other shows that we have on the Mesh.tv network. Got something for everybody. There's a technology show hosted by, oddly enough, both of my brothers, which is pretty funny. It's called Brothers in Tech. Go check out Brothers in Tech. Go check out Foot Candle Films. Go check out Street Circle Drive, hosted by our own producer, Moose. We have something for everybody over there. Go to themesh.tv. And you can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, maybe TikTok if you can search me in there a little bit. I'm secretive about it. But we hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening. And hey guys, we'll catch you on the what? Did you hear that? I can't even say our tagline at the end anymore. I was so baffled by Aqua and Chris Farley. Guys, catch you on the flip side.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.